Dubai, the crown jewel of the United Arab Emirates, has a well-deserved reputation as a global center for commerce, tourism, and high-end living. Recent events, however, have cast doubt on the health of the city-state's once thriving economy. Dubai is one of the world's top tourist destinations, yet its economy is in the dumps due to falling tourism and rising unemployment. The economy has suffered as a result of the epidemic, and the city-state is now beginning to feel the effects of its financial woes. Here is why Dubai's economy went into a freefall. Was it because of COVID-19? Let's see. Dubai, formerly known as the fastest city in the world, was already moving slowly when COVID-19 came. The city-state in the Gulf is only one of 7 that make up the UAE. It had survived the recession of 2009 and was now flourishing on the backs of its robust tourist, transportation, banking, and real estate sectors. The decrease in oil prices in 2015 marked the beginning of a rough period for Dubai, which continued until 2019. The decline in GDP growth from 8% in 2014 to 2% in 2018 reflects this trend. But it was not completely misplaced that Dubai will dominate. The 2020 Expo was going to give Dubai's economy a boost for at least 6 months beginning in October. It was expected that the massive exhibition in the Arab world would bring in $33 billion. It was predicted that 25 million people will visit, and also 14 million from outside the country. But a delay till October 2021 was announced by organizers on May 4 due to COVID. The tourist business in Dubai had already begun an abrupt decline at that time. After 2019, the city's hotels and restaurants had been closed and all outbound flights had been canceled. The contrast with 2019 is dramatic. The Emirate welcomed 16 million tourists from other countries before 2019. According to the World Travel and Tourism Council, the tourism industry in Dubai brought in $28 billion in 2016, making it the 3rd biggest city in the world in generating direct international visitor expenditure. In only a few short weeks, it all faded away, and now widespread negativity surrounds the market. Dubai's overdependence on the hospitality and construction industries is at the heart of the Emirates' economic woes. The government has spent a lot of money in recent years constructing fancy hotels, malls, and towers in the hopes of luring in visitors and business people. However, international travel restrictions and obligatory quarantines as a result of the epidemic have hurt the tourist economy. The formerly busy streets of Dubai are now eerily silent as numerous hotels and resorts have been forced to close. Once a key contributor to Dubai's economy, the real estate market has also suffered. The city's investment attraction has been bolstered in recent years by the government's dedication to building massive infrastructure projects like the Dubai Creek Harbor and the Expo 2020 site. However, because of the worldwide economic slump brought on by the epidemic, many investors have pulled out of these projects, leaving the government saddled with enormous debt and unfinished infrastructure. Debt burden. In the meanwhile, it has acted quickly to save the state-owned Emirates airline by providing an amount of cash that has not been made public. In a tweet that highlights the close ties between the ruling family and the crown jewel of its business empire, Crown Prince Hamdan bin Mohammed announced the bailout by writing, "Today, we renew our commitment to support a success story that started in the mid-1980s to reach its goal of sitting on the throne of global aviation." This tweet highlights the close ties that exist between the ruling family and the crown jewel of the business empire. It has been claimed that in addition to the stock infusion from the government, the airline is also attempting to get billions of dollars in loans from the foreign market. It is important to highlight that Dubai, in conjunction with the central government of the United Arab Emirates, has taken a number of important actions to aid both companies and people who have been harmed by the coronavirus. A financial assistance package had reached $70 billion, financial incentive packages for small and medium firms, the ease of visa renewal procedures for expat employees, a reduction in energy rates, and a suspension of evictions are some of the measures that have been taken. The negative growth and fiscal implications are most acute in Dubai, while it faces the greater risk of its government-related entities requiring financial support as a result of the deterioration in economic conditions. Moody's noted when assessing the UAE's ability to manage the economic consequences of the pandemic that Dubai faces the greater risk of its government-related entities requiring financial support. Dubai is facing an anxious period as it wonders how long the impact and repercussions of the epidemic will continue to have on the economy. The city's debt load has already reached and $35 billion, which is equivalent to 125% of the GDP. The Emirate, as it did after the collapse in 2009, has a backup in the form of its sister city-state Abu Dhabi. However, assistance will come at a cost, and the Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi and de facto ruler of the United Arab Emirates, Mohammed bin Zayed, would most likely exploit any request for financial assistance as an opportunity to further strengthen his already strong power base inside the UAE. Harsh impacts on Dubai. In the latter part of May 2020, Dubai took steps to revive its economy, allowing stores, gyms, movie theaters, and other non-essential enterprises to reopen. There are still difficulties ahead, however. According to the Dubai Chamber of Commerce and Industry, DCCI, 70% of Dubai-based businesses expect to go bankrupt and cease operations over the next 6 months. Dr. Al-Samsi, professor of oncology at the University of Sharjah, said that the multidimensional effects of the pandemic have led to severe trade disruptions and losses, affecting job-generating sectors and businesses. In addition, global containment measures have resulted in a significant decline in external demand. Dubai's economy has been unchanging for the last several years, and the country's real estate market is being challenged by a 25% drop in home prices since 2014. In 2018, GDP growth slowed to 1.9%, and although it was expected to rebound to 2% in 2019, it is still slow compared to the first half of this decade. Political economist Dr. Karen Young, a scholar at the American Enterprise Institute, said the diversified aspects of the UAE economy, mostly in Dubai, are extremely sensitive to the COVID-19 pandemic and oil demand destruction. But the economy will face a sharp slowdown. Demographics will shift in the labor market. Companies will close, and there will be a period of recalibration. The country's citizens might yet be hit hard by such disasters. 64% of UAE citizens are worried about prospective job losses and salary cutbacks, according to a poll conducted a few years ago. Since the lockdown, some Emirati citizens have reported income decreases, notably those who work in banking and the public sector. Workers from lower-income countries in sectors like tourism and hospitality have been hit especially hard. Migrant workers make up over 80% of the UAE's population. Without the assurance of eventual immigration, several foreign employees feel stuck and indebted. Meanwhile, on May 31, 2020, Emirates, a Dubai-based airline, revealed that it plans to lay off a portion of its 60,000 employees. Far before the epidemic began, Dubai's economy was already struggling, so the situation is far more severe now than it was before. The administration of the city-state owes billions of dollars to various investors and financial institutions, and as a result, the city-state has been struggling to cope with a growing debt problem. The epidemic has not only contributed to the worsening of this situation, but it has also forced the government to resort to borrowing even more money in order to prevent the economy from collapsing. Major rating agencies have also reduced the city-state's credit rating, which will make it much more difficult for it to borrow money and pay off its obligations. Although these difficulties exist, the government has been taking action to revitalize the economy. The government of Dubai has unveiled a number of plans, including the Dubai 2040 Urban Master Plan, which prioritizes healthcare, education, and technology in an effort to diversify the economy. Plans to entice remote employees by providing them with permanent residency and other perks have also been unveiled by the government of Dubai. This was all about the dipping economy of Dubai. Hope you liked this video. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. See you in the next one.